morning, everybody. This is SPC Will's World 2008 here with an update on our potential severe weather and flooding this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and going into next week, Monday. This coming week, Monday, March 1st. Before we get started the video, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything from my weather channel, and help this channel grow so more people can see this video, and subscribe as well. So let's get started. So as you guys see, as of 7 a.m., temperatures across portions of the southeast are looking pretty nice, like in the mid-60s, all the way up to around 50 in southern Kentucky. So I'm going to take it for the rest of the day. As you guys can see, we will hit 82 degrees in Montgomery, which is pretty warm. Temperatures getting into the 60s and 50s across portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. And temperatures, oh my God, sorry guys, I didn't mean to click a sounding right there. It always happens. And there we go. Sorry, guys. Pretty warm temperatures. And then as we go throughout the day, we'll still be in those temperatures. 61 should be the peak for Nashville, and should be in the low 80s for South Central Alabama, and into the 70s across the southeast. As we go into the night, temperatures will be average. As we go on to Sunday, temperatures will make it to around 70 degrees across Tennessee and into the 80s, potentially into Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi. As then, temperatures will start to fall. A cold front will race in after and make it a more chilly environment once we go to the end of the HRRR run. So here are the, sorry guys. Okay. Dew points. Sorry guys, I keep clicking the wrong things because this is really small and I have to pinpoint my phone. So right here we have dew points currently around 60 in central Tennessee, in the mid-60s back in central Alabama, Mississippi, and dew points drop off a little bit once you get into Georgia, and then our dew points are about in the mid-50s back towards Texas. And as we run it throughout the day, these dew points will race into Tennessee. Dew points across the area will range from just below 70 to about 55 up in central Kentucky, down to the lower 50s across the Kentucky area and the Georgia area. So peak up in the upper 60s for portions of northern to central Mississippi, and portions into the low 60s across Tennessee. Then dew points will drop. They actually will continue into the night hours, pretty nice and moist. And then our dew points will get up into the mid-60s into the upper 60s across Tennessee, and dew points getting around 70 with the purple shadings near the Alabama-Arkansas line, and into the upper 60s across portions of Mississippi and western Alabama, which will contribute to the severe weather. And then as that cold front comes through, dew points will drop back into the 40s and 50s, and portions of southeast Georgia might get into the mid-60s. I'm trying to make this quick because I haven't verified my account on YouTube, and if videos, I think if they're 15 minutes or less, you can upload without a verified account, so I don't want to have to verify because it's going to be a long process. Sorry, so I'm going to have to make this video a little short, guys, but it should be very thorough video. Sorry, I can't say that. Alright, guys, so see some pop-up showers and storms across Tennessee and this evening, which could turn severe with some strong winds and hail, but that's not really what we're looking for. Sunday is what I'm really concerned about, guys. And then we do see some isolated cells back towards Oklahoma and Arkansas. Sorry, I got off topic. But anyway, Sunday is what I'm worried about. Bringing in I see a line of showers and thunderstorms, which could be strong to severe. As you guys can see that line rolling through all the way and connecting into going into Georgia, and bunch of fades into central Alabama. So I think I'm just going to use the HRRR since that model is the most accurate and it's the most features on it. The NAM, you guys can check that out at Tropical Tippets or this site, but the NAM 3KM, it's meant for medium range. This is a short range model, which will give us the best information. So you guys can see, I'll take a quick sounding just before it gets here. We can see what the models are saying. Tornado, okay. So we have a pretty good amount of instability across Tennessee, about 1,000 joules, maybe 1,500 at peaks. And you do see a potential for some tornadoes. A good hodograph right there. Storm Slinky's at 70. And then it rolls through. So strong storms possible. Now we can look at the severe weather parameters. I'll just do some normal stuff. First we'll look at the lapse rates real quick. The lapse rates start to drop off, but then they regain control again. We have some lapse rates once those storms move in. Shouldn't be great lapse rates, but they should be okay enough to produce some stronger storms. Then we look at our CAPE. As you guys can see, a good amount of instability trying to work in before the main show. And we actually are peaking with some pretty high numbers you guys can see on the screen. Around 1,000 joules. Which would be good enough to support some stronger storms as we go through the day. Here's the capping. You don't see a little bit of capping, but it does start to go away throughout the afternoons. That should keep us dry until the storms roll in later on in the Kappa roads. Surface space. I'm not looking at most unstable. It's a most unstable cape. Oh, actually, you know what? We can look at that. Believe it or not. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to click on. Okay. So this would be the most unstable we would get, and you guys can even see some orange shadings. I don't know. See some pretty nice orange shadings on the map. We can take a sounding not far from Louisiana, and really it's significant supercell potential with a lot of cape to work with and some shear, but the shear isn't as strong down south. So it's kind of like if that cape from like Louisiana moved into Tennessee, that's when we get a potential severe weather outbreak. Luckily that shouldn't happen. I'll take a sounding for you guys. Just give me a second. Marginal tornado, that's when the line's coming through, so not a great sounding, but good enough cape. So we need to watch out. Now this is surface-based. We're going to have a lot of surface-based cape to work with. Which is good for storms. Marginal tornado. So a lot of more models have been trending actually more towards more cape. So that's what we're going to have to work with. And I don't know about the cap. The cap shouldn't be that strong. No, it should erode by the evening. Our lift isn't looking too good either. Our lift isn't that good, so that's kind of like a factor we're going to need. But here's our shear. Shear should be suffocant for this event. You guys can see a good amount of shear is trying to work in. It should be suffocant for these storms. And then this is like 1 kilometer bowl shear. Comes in just before the main. Man, if that shear could have gone in a little earlier, it would have been pretty bad, guys. Here's our helicity. I'm just going to go ahead and say helicity values will be very good with these storms. So that's pretty much good right now. We're going to get supercells also. So here's our supercell parameters. And you guys can see some supercells are definitely possible. Supercell is getting around the 6 or 7, which is not bad for this kind of an event. Significant tornadoes, I don't think we're going to get massive violent tornadoes, but this would be the probabilistic for a tornado to occur. So from a scale of 1 to 10, we actually have some specs where we have like a free, which like once you get to there, so that's what the specs, we have actually a 2.5 to a free. STP, a good amount of cape to work with for those cells, so it could be some stronger storms and potentially an isolated tornado or two. So now we're gonna go back and look at the heavy rain. Total accumulated precipitation. As you can see, by the end of the period, so it's going to be scattered. I think 1 to 3 inches is, I think that by the end of the period, we should have about 2 to 3 inches of rainfall, which could cause some moderate flooding across portions of the Tennessee Valley into the southeast. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I might have an afternoon update or an evening update, depending on my schedule. So, stay tuned for those videos if they come out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and goodbye.